Oh, okay.
Got like a mirror.
Oh yeah, bro. Is there a timer on the laptop? I'm gonna put your sound down just in case. I'm not the timer. Don't point at me.
Oh, you're not. Oh, yeah, you're not.
Trying to give me 2 jobs.
Ready with the time and stuff? Straight.
Ready.
Alright. My name is Josh Miller, and my industry professional that I chose was Chris Lord-Alge. Some of you guys might know him by his name CLA, those are his initials. He came to the Full Sail a few months ago and spoke to everyone in the Full Sail Live venue. So who is Chris Lord-Alge? Chris Lord-Alge is a mixing engineer, a very well-known mixing engineer who has worked with artists from several different genres. As you can see there, he's got 4 Grammy Awards. Now, raise your hand if you know at least one of these people on this list. I'm sure pretty much everyone, you should. Those are very popular names. He's worked with over 750 people, but those are just some of them. Today I'm going to be talking about his path to success, the gear that he uses, and his mixing techniques and theory. His childhood, Chris grew up in a very musical family. His mother was a jazz singer and a piano player, and his father used to restore old jukeboxes and resell them. And his father had a huge collection of vinyl records. And his brother Tom is actually a mixing engineer too. His early career, he got his start as an assistant engineer at H&L Studios. His mom got him that job when he was just a teenager. He worked there for a few years, and then he transitioned over to Unique Recording Studios, which was in New York City. And once he was at Unique Recording Studios, that's when his career started to really take off. James Brown's Gravity album was one of the first projects that he worked on when he was there. And he also worked with Bruce Springsteen and the Rolling Stones. While he was there, he was influenced a lot by Bob Clearmountain, who was a mix engineer at that time, who pretty much created the mixing engineer position. It really didn't exist before that. But he pretty much taught Chris everything he knows. This is where Chris works now. This is in Burbank, California, Resident Studios. It's pretty nice. He uses a 60-input E-Series SSL console made in 1985, and he still records to tape, which I found kind of odd. And in the 90s, when the transition from tape to digital was going on, he actually bought out all the tape supply that they made for this machine, so he owns all the tape for the Sony 3348 on the planet. Outboard gear. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of outboard gear. I'm not going to sit here and list all of it. But he does use like Sony DRE reverbs. He has Lexicon 300 reverbs, Yuri 1178 compressors. So really, and he has 2 of everything, kind of like a Noah's Ark thing he called it. Mixing techniques. He says he wants to approach every song different. He doesn't have a clear-cut way on how he approaches every song. But he does, like his master bus chain is always compressor, limiter, EQ. And he always uses parallel compression on drums. Now his monitoring techniques. He uses Yamaha NS10s, which are pretty expensive monitors. And his philosophy is just to keep it quiet. What he does is, his philosophy is if you mix at a low level and you get your mix sounding good at a low volume, then when you bring the volume up, then it's really gonna, come out at you, smack you in the face. So yeah, Chris Lord-Alge, he's a master at what he does. He brings a level of professionalism to his job that I think we can all admire and respect. So thank you very much.